The years may pass, and I still regret not having had the chance to learn these life revelations earlier. Yet paradoxically, the more I listen to them, the better my existence becomes. And yours can change too if you pay attention. Every time you are rejected by something good, you are being redirected towards something even better. Understanding this brings a peace few experience. You don't control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself. And that is even more powerful because true freedom comes from your ability to decide how to react. Just because things could have been different doesn't mean they would have been better. When you write the story of your life, don't let anyone hold the pen. Remember that the best moments have not yet happened, and if something brings you happiness, keep it quiet. The silence protects what truly matters. Know your worth and never put yourself in the bargain bin, because that's where others tend to evaluate you disparagingly. The magic you're looking for is precisely in the work you've been avoiding. Many times, when you feel buried in a dark place, you've actually been planted and are still germinating. When you recognize your own value, you'll be surprised at what you once settled for as sufficient. Stopping the habit of telling everyone what's happening in your life was the best decision I ever made. Before I talked too much and wasted energy, now I keep only what truly matters. Listen before you speak, think before you act, spend before you quit. Many don't like you, especially if they see you as competition, but your gut always knows what to expect. Governing your life with your mind rather than with feelings avoids impulsive decisions, because every bad choice carries more emotion than reason. Overtrusting, betrayal, excessive masturbation, loss of energy, stress, hair loss, overthinking, depression, all have a price. Learning to forgive, heal, and let go brings inner peace. You cannot convince anyone to love you. True love flows freely in both directions. So don't waste time on those who don't reciprocate. Spend your money on things money can buy, but invest your time in things money cannot purchase. Life doesn't get easier, but we become stronger and more resilient. Time flies, be grateful because it could always be worse. Live as if there were no tomorrow and do what you love, and the money will then flow. Chasing fleeting relationships that mean nothing or sex without meaning wastes energy. Know your worth and never place yourself in a bargain bin. If something can be fixed, why complain? If it can't, why complain? If the path ahead is clear, you're probably on someone else's trail, perhaps in another person's private life. Sometimes a happy life means saying nothing. Don't say yes to everyone to please them. Before committing, check within yourself if you truly want to. Every person has three faces: the one shown to the world, the one reserved for family and friends, and the one kept for themselves. And it's healthy to be a little skeptical of all, because intentions aren't always clear. You are not what happens to you, but what you decide to become. 1,000 candles can be lit by a single candle without diminishing its life. Happiness doesn't shrink when shared. In the beginning, we choose partners by looks, but we realize that children are raised by values, not by appearances. Expecting the world to be fair because you are fair is an illusion. The lion doesn't spare its prey because the prey is just. Learn to say no firmly and mean what you say. Resentment is like drinking poison hoping it kills the enemy. The real enemy is yourself, letting it consume you. Money can be earned anyway, but lack of income shouldn't be a reason to quit. Life teaches us to use what we have. Friends want your well-being, but not more than theirs. The rest doesn't matter. The average of 5 represents reality. Knowing the 5 people someone spends the most time with reveals their circle. When you try to break a habit, don't deceive yourself by saying, "This is the last time." Say, "This is the first time I'm not doing it." Small expenses can sink a great ship. Watch the tiny leaks. Don't compare your life with others. Everyone has invisible problems. If you don't have what you want, ignore what people say. Wasting time justifying your actions to someone who doesn't have the life you want is the biggest waste. Stay away from idiots because stupidity spreads. Not everything needs to be your problem. Focus on what truly affects you. Your value doesn't depend on others' inability to see your merit. Life can only be understood backwards. yet must be lived forward. Don't ignore a problem that's approaching. You're gifted with intuition that must be honored. Those who laugh at themselves never run out of topics. Humor shields against discouragement. Decisions like coffee need time to cool, just like emotions. Don't judge each day by the harvest, but by the seeds you plant. Every failure brings the experience needed to improve. Pay attention to those who claim love, for they often just use you. Trust your gut in decisions, because it often prevents big mistakes. Don't spend everything on health. Later, you'll spend wealth to recover health, so balance is essential. Whoever tells you you can't usually fears you surpassing them. Choose friends carefully. A few can shape your future. If money doesn't buy happiness, it can still solve many problems. Use it as a tool, not an end. Impatience steals the present. Live now and let the future take care of itself. Being kind shouldn't become vulnerability. Set limits so people don't exploit you. Life isn't a problem to solve, but a reality to experience. In wartime, law falls silent. Things seem impossible until they become possible. Don't become rich without enriching others. True abundance comes from sharing. Many worries never materialize. When in doubt, tell the truth. Cemeteries are full of those who believed the world couldn't live without them. When poverty enters, love and peace vanish. A friend is a gift you give yourself. Things come around when you least expect them. What you can buy with money isn't as valuable as the memories you keep. Life has a funny way of surprising you when you're not looking. If something doesn't work, perhaps it was built with the wrong intention. Hate doesn't affect the hater. It only poisons the aggressor. Releasing rancor frees your own heart. Don't tell everyone your plans. Some people will only hinder you. Time always reveals who truly matters. People change, but what you stopped being remains. Don't wrestle with your shadow, for it indicates that light surrounds you. Be the person you needed when you were younger. This creates a chain of growth. Perfection doesn't beat good. Greatness arises from practicing small, effective gestures. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but resistance to fear. Mastering fear lets you master your life. What you can gain is proportional to what you're willing to lose. Risk with awareness. If someone says no without explanation, accept it. Sometimes silence is the clearest answer. Life isn't a movie you watch, it's the story you write. When everyone seems to criticize, remember that what truly matters are your own values. The lessons others give are often mirrors of our own flaws. Recognize them and grow. Don't waste energy on debates that change nothing. Silence can be the most powerful response. Finally, remember that everything that happens has a purpose, even if you don't see it now. The journey continues, and every step you take, no matter how small, builds the person you're destined to become.